Hi, my name is Chris Boss, freelance construction consultant. What we're going to talk about today is how to paint your floor. First thing you want to do is sweep the floor. Make sure it's clean of any dust, particles, hair, food, anything that might be there, because when you paint it, that's just going to get caught up in the paint and it's going to become a permanent part of your floor. So you have to start with a crystal clean floor. Next thing you're going to get some floor paint. Make sure it's floor paint. Ceiling paint, wall paint will not work. It will not hold up to the traffic of people walking on it. You will regret getting it and it will be a waste of time. Next thing you're going to need is a roller handle. Roller handle should spin freely. You don't want it binding up because the whole point is that it turns and puts the paint out evenly. You need it to turn properly to get the paint out on the floor evenly. Another thing you're going to need is your roller sleeve. For this project, I'm using a 3/8" nap roller sleeve. You can use any size you want, but if they're too thick, it'll bubble up the paint on the floor. It'll leave a texture to the paint when you put it down. You don't want that. I'm using a 3/8 because it's an old floor with cracks and holes in it that the paint needs to get into to fill. So I'm going a little bit thicker. For a new floor, you could probably use a 1/4" nap. Would work perfectly on a nice, flat, new floor. The other thing you need is a painting pole. Painting pole is important because you don't want to crawl around the floor having to spread the paint. You're going to want to be able to stand up, save your back, and just roll it out. It gives you an extended reach of 5 to 6 feet, depending on how long a pole you get. This is a painting tray. You're really not going to need it, because what you're going to do is you're going to pour the paint straight onto the floor, making a puddle about the size of the can, diameter of the can, possibly the size of a record. Not too much, because it'll be very difficult to push it around properly. So once you start painting, you're going to put your sleeve onto your handle. You're going to put your handle onto your painting pole. This gives you a nice long extended reach for when you're rolling. As you roll out the paint, at first it'll seem like the roller's not turning. That's because the weight of the paint is at the bottom. What it's going to do after you go through 1 or 2 passes, it's going to loosen it up and the paint will start to roll evenly and smoothly. Make sure you do it evenly and smoothly. Don't leave puddles and don't leave little edges where the roller goes. You have to make sure you go over your rolls so that it's perfectly even. Thank you very much. This is Chris Boss.